Assalamualaikum, class 9th. Hope you will be in good health. This is your English class with Zoya Anwar. On your textbook on page number 9, we are going to do the grammar section, and the topic we are provided is noun. You already know that what is noun. Noun is a naming word. Noun is a word that gives a name to any person, any place, or anything. In the exercise, you are in question number A. Change the following sentences from singular to plural or from plural to singular. You are already aware about singular noun and the plural nouns. What are singular nouns? Like book, pen, guide, machine, and spoon. And if we are going to do the plural, then it is books, guides, spoons, tables, etc. So we are supposed to change. First of all, you are supposed to find the noun in the sentence. For example, in question number 1, a book is a good friend. Underline the noun, find the noun, and then change it into other singular or plural. If it is singular, change it into plural, and if it is plural, you are going to change it into singular. A book is a good friend. Here the noun is book and friend. So what are you going to do is to change it into plural. Books are good friends. So easy as that. Next is a small car is a great vehicle. Small car. Car is the noun and vehicle is the noun. So car is singular noun, so you are going to change it into plural noun, cars. For example, small cars are great vehicles. Next is, are the students in the classrooms? It is going to be changed into, is the student in the classroom? Because student and classroom is the noun, it is plural noun, and we are going to change it into singular noun. Is the student in the classroom, with a question mark. Fourth point is, these glasses aren't for those women to wear. These glasses aren't for this woman to wear. The brush is under the chair. The brushes are under the chair. Okay, on page number 10, we are given the exercises, and question number B is, choose whether the following are concrete noun or abstract noun. What is a concrete noun? Concrete noun is the type of noun which we can see, we can touch. Physically we can touch. And abstract noun is the noun which we cannot touch, which is only to be felt, which is only to be in the mind. For example, first point is love, and the second is book. You know that love is any passion or any emotion that we cannot see, but we can only feel that. And if we talk about book, it is physically a thing that we can touch, we can hold it in our hands, and we can read it, we can see it. So we can say that the noun love is abstract noun because we cannot see it, but we can feel it. On the other hand, the word book, the noun book, is a concrete noun because we can touch it and we can see it. Next is girl. Girl is concrete noun. Intelligence, we can only feel the intelligence. A person may have intelligence in his mind, but we cannot see it. It is an abstract noun. Mouse is a concrete noun, so you are going to do it as I am telling you. Next question is C. Question number C is, choose whether the following are countable or uncountable. Countable and uncountable nouns are the type of noun which countable noun is the noun that we can count, that we can number. For example, car, chair, pen, cupboard, we can count them. Pencil, 2 pencils or 3 pencils, we can count them. It means that pencil is a countable noun. On the other hand, what is uncountable noun? Uncountable noun is the noun which we cannot count. which cannot be numbered. For example, tea. Tea is the noun which we cannot count, but we can say that 4 cups of tea or 3 cups of tea, but actually we cannot count the drops of tea. Okay. Similarly, the word honey and the word coffee, we cannot count these words, so these are uncountable nouns. So you are supposed to differentiate that what are uncountable and which of these are countable nouns. Question number D is, fill in the blanks with a noun. Use each noun only one time. You are provided with fill in the blanks and some options here, so you are supposed to put the words in the right places. For example, number 1 point is, I don't have much dash, it's just 2 small bags. स्टूडेंट्स, आपको करना क्या है, आपने सिचुएशन को देखना है, आपने उसके कॉन्टेक्स्ट को देखना है कि इसके अंदर हमने कौन सा ब्लैंक पुट करना है. आई डोंट हैव मच डैश, इट्स जस्ट 2 स्मॉल बैग्स. You are supposed to select the word from the options like chairs, information, hair, luggage and furniture. So I don't have much luggage. Luggage means सफ़र का सामान, कि मेरे पास ज़्यादा सामान नहीं है, ये जस्ट 2 छोटे बैग्स हैं. So number 1 में आएगा luggage. Number 2 is, they are going to tell you all you want to know. They are going to give you a lot of information. Number 3 point is, there is a room for everybody to sit down. There are a lot of chairs. Number 4th point is, we have no furniture, not even a bed or table. 5th point is, what does Arif look like? He's got a long beard and a very short hair. Okay. Now question number E is, complete by using collective noun. What is collective noun? Collective, by the name of this type of noun, collect. Collect means to gather something, to put something together. इकट्ठा करना, एक मजमुआ बना लेना, collect करना उनको. So collective noun is the type of noun which collects a lot of things under one heading, which gives a single name to a group of things. For example, gang. What is gang? You know that gang is a group of persons, a group of people. So we will say that a gang of girls, a gang of boys, a gang of thieves. We can say that a gang is not only having a single person, but we are having more than 2 or 3 persons in a gang. It means that gang is the word which gives a heading to a group of persons who are thieves. Similarly, flock. What is flock? फ्लॉक कहते हैं परिंदों का जमघटा हो या परिंदों का झुंड हो, तो उसको हम कहते हैं कि परिंदों का झुंड आ रहा है. तो हम ये नहीं कहते कि बहुत सारे परिंदे आ रहे हैं, बट हम कहते हैं कि परिंदों का झुंड आ रहा है. तो उर्दू में जो वर्ड झुंड है उसको इंग्लिश में कहते हैं फ्लॉक. एंड फ्लॉक मीन्स it is a collective noun that gives a single name to a group of birds. So you are supposed to put the right words in the blanks. For example, a swarm of locusts attacked the crops. A flock of birds is always a beautiful sight. They welcomed the chief guest with a bouquet of flowers. As we drove down the countryside, we saw a herd of sheep grazing in the fields. Number 5th point is, the gang of thieves has been arrested by the police. On page number 11, we are going to do the exercise number F. Name nouns that changes the meaning in the plural form. Students, you know that there are singular and plural nouns. I have discussed them earlier. Now here you are going to learn that how the plural form of the noun is not always the actual plural, but it is another name of anything. For example, we are having example on page number 11. It is having a table here. First one is arm. आर्म मीन्स पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी, यानी कि हमारा बाजू, हमारा हाथ. तो अगर उसको हम प्लूरल करते हैं, यानी कि 2 हाथ या 3 बाजू या 4 बाजू, तो हम उसको बोलते हैं आर्म्स. बट ऑन द अदर साइड, इफ इट इज हैविंग वी आर रिटन आर्म्स, फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी आर गोइंग टू मेक अ सेंटेंस ऑफ इट. पाकिस्तान आर्मी मैन्युफैक्चर्स आर्म्स. पाकिस्तान की आर्मी हथियार बनाती है, ठीक है, मीन्स हमारी इंडस्ट्री में हथियार बनते हैं। इट मीन्स कि आर्म्स का मतलब हर बार ये नहीं होता कि उसका मीनिंग होगा बाजू, बट इसका मतलब ये भी हो सकता है कि हथियार। इसका मतलब है कि हमारे पास बहुत सारे ऐसे प्लूरल नाउन्स हैं जिसमें मीनिंग चेंज हो जाता है। वी आर गोइंग टू डू द एग्जाम्पल्स। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ग्लास, ग्लासेस। ग्लास मीन्स ड्रिंकिंग कंटेनर, एंड ग्लासेस मीन्स जो आंखों का आपका चश्मा होता है उसको भी ग्लासेस बोलते हैं, और कभी कभार हम बहुत सारे पानी पीने के ग्लास को भी ग्लासेस बोलते हैं। ये हमारी सिचुएशन पे डिपेंड करता है। सो हम कॉन्टेक्स्ट के हिसाब से मीनिंग को जज करेंगे, सेंटेंस के हिसाब से मीनिंग को चेक करेंगे। नेक्स्ट इज कंटेंट एंड कंटेंट्स। Next is spectacle and spectacles. You are supposed to write the sentences of these words clearly so that you can understand them well. Next is noun phrase. What is a noun phrase? First of all, you should know that what is a phrase. Phrase is a group of words which is not having meaning on its own. It is not having any verb, and it is only having the noun and the object and the phrase, and it is functioning in a sentence as a noun. We can say that noun phrase is a part of the noun. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, स्प्रिंग टाइम इज़ द मोस्ट ब्यूटिफुल। सबसे पहले आपने करना क्या है कि आपने इसके अंदर नाउन को चेक कर लेना है कि अंडरलाइन करें नाउन की तरह। जब नाउन मिल जाएगा उसके साथ देखें कौन सा वर्ड है जो नाउन के साथ हेल्प कर रहा है, जो नाउन के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, स्प्रिंग टाइम इज़ द मोस्ट ब्यूटिफुल टाइम। टाइम नाउन है, कौन सा टाइम? स्प्रिंग का टाइम, बाहर का वक्त, ठीक है। बियॉन्ड वॉज अ ग्रीन एंड प्लेजेंट वैली। वैली इज द नाउन। हाउ इज दैट वैली ग्रीन एंड प्लेजेंट वैली? जो जितने भी अल्फाज हैं जो नाउन के साथ उसके मददगार हैं, हेल्पर्स हैं, उसको हम कहेंगे वो तमाम अल्फाज, और वो नाउन भी, वो होगा आपका नाउन फ्रेज। सो डू द एक्सरसाइज। आई एक्सपेक्ट आवर टीम टू विन। I expect our team to win. Here the noun is team, and team is having a helper or. किसकी टीम? हमारी टीम। तो our team is the noun phrase. Do you know his age? Here his age is the noun phrase. Your coming poses a problem for us. Your coming, ठीक है। एंड यहाँ पे a प्रॉब्लम भी आपका नाउन फ्रेज हो सकता है। His parents hoped for his success. His parents और हिज सक्सेस, यहाँ पे आपका नाउन फ्रेज दो हैं। सेंटेंस के अंदर कई सारे नाउन फ्रेजेस भी हो सकते हैं एंड सिंगल नाउन फ्रेज भी आ सकता है। नंबर पॉइंट 5 इज शी वुड नॉट एडमिट हर गिल्ट। यहाँ पर नाउन है गिल्ट, और कैसा गिल्ट? उसका गिल्ट, हर गिल्ट। Okay, so you are going to do that exercises on your own, so you will revise it and then you will know that how easy it is. You are going to do it so easily. It is so interesting. You are going to enjoy it, inshallah.